Welcome to Ahead of the Times, where we're back to our old format. One show, two anchors, and 3 minutes of begging you to subscribe.
David Cameron wants to ban encrypted messaging apps, but will he get blocked?
Obama wants to provide free college education, which the GOP warns will destroy hundreds of jobs at strip clubs.
Microsoft shows off new glasses. Are they made from the same technology as Windows? For the latest on hiding messages from the government, we go to our senior Igpe Adenle, our respondent K, Ola.
In the wake of the attacks in Paris, David Cameron said he'd ban all forms of communication that could not be read by the government, including WhatsApp, Snapchat, and iChat. What's up with that? Don't let recent events iCloud your judgment or cause you to make Snapchat decisions. In fact, he's introducing the new counter-terrorism carrier pigeon unit and a controversial new set of wiretaps. Authorities are angry WhatsApp and Snapchat don't provide authorities with backdoor entrances to see people's photos of their backdoor entrances. Why doesn't MI5 like Snapchat? I thought spies were all about things that disrupted in 5 seconds. Allowing backdoors into apps could also allow hackers to exploit them. And once crime syndicates start stealing phone data, we'll have a plot for Taken 4. I don't have money, but what I do have is a very particular set of selfies. My prediction is, I think Cameron is overestimating how much freedom people give up to fight terror. Putting our shampoo into tiny bottles is one thing. Giving up our free nudes? But they'll never take our freedom! For the latest in partisan politics, let's go to our senior State of the Confederacy Union correspondent, Toby.
Obama gave his State of the Union address. It was similar to XXX's State of the Union, in that it was overhyped and there won't be many sequels. Only 33 million people watched, fewer than in any previous year. People said that with services like Netflix, people simply had more entertainment options. Either that, or perhaps they were saving up to binge watch all of Obama's State of the Union addresses at once. As usual, Republicans refused to join the standing ovations for Obama for fear that lifting their asses from the seats could cause their heads to fall out. Obama emphasized lower gas prices and limited dependence on foreign oil, but he can't really take credit for that. Looks like him giving his drug policy credit for how good Breaking Bad was. Obama was credited with a sick ad-lib.
I have no more campaigns to run. My only agenda, I know because I won both of them.
Fortunately, because of Obamacare, Republicans will be able to get treatment for that burn. He also hosted a variety of special guests, including Alan Gross, recently released by Cuba, astronaut Ned Kelly, and the last 3 members of the American middle class. Most of his proposals centered around expanding the middle class, with policies like free community college and a captive breeding program. He also championed tax reform as a way to combat income inequality. To be fair, Republicans do support tax reform in America. They're just opposed to it in the Cayman Islands. This issue is sure to come up again, as even Mitt Romney's rumored to be running on a platform about combating poverty, although he's only 47% sure of it. The speech was also notable for the things Obama didn't bring up: gun control, immigration, healthcare. Although after several years of talking about healthcare, everyone's sick of it. My prediction, I think Republicans will block most of these proposals in Congress, at least until they can think of a good comeback to Obama's putdown. And now, for the latest on public education, let's go to our senior private university graduate, Ola.
Obama has outlined his plans for free 2-year community college programs in order to make sure future America's cosmetologists are fully prepared for the workforce. Some say this will be just tantamount to 6 years of high school, which sounds normal to most of the children currently being failed by America's educational system. People forget 40% of undergraduates are in 2-year community colleges. They've educated people including Walt Disney and Sarah Palin, though that doesn't speak well to their geography programs. Obama proposes free community college for 2 years if you keep your grades up and make progress towards finishing. Sort of like a dad, always saying he believes in us, wears dorky jeans, sometimes doesn't show up at important events. However, his proposal has attracted criticism. While it helps students pay, it doesn't address the rising cost and may exacerbate it by rewarding schools which charge more. If they don't understand that, may I suggest Econ 101 at University of District of Columbia. Community colleges aren't always effective, since 80% of students don't graduate in 5 years. For God's sakes, it took these guys 9 seasons, and they got cancelled once. Also doesn't address many of the other rising community college expenses, the cost of textbooks, transport, and buying weed in the parking lot. With credential inflation, the value and preparation given by a community college degree is questionable, and some want more emphasis on newer forms of education, skills-based certifications, online learning, and the medical school of hard knocks. It's a matter of time before you can earn a communications degree from YouTube tutorials. I predict critics, including the GOP, will say it's just a piece of political posturing, not intended to become reality. And they should know, they could practically teach a class on it. For the latest in holographic technology, let's go to our senior, living in his own world correspondent, Toby.
Microsoft has announced its most ambitious undertaking since its 2008 attempt to market the Zune. Okay, full disclosure, Ola wrote that line. I actually used to work at Microsoft, I still have my Zune, and I feel like it was dramatically underappreciated.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I was listening to my iPhone.
Microsoft's Hololens is a new holographic computer that promises to bring the idea of augmented reality one step closer to those whose lives suck. Ola, stop writing these lines!
Welcome to the real world, loser.
The news comes soon after Google discontinued their Google Glass Explorer program, causing many to compare the two. The main difference appears to be that HoloLens is designed to be worn for short periods of time, whereas Google Glass is designed to be worn until a stranger punches you in the face. Experts say the critical mass may come when the dorkiness of wearing a pair of goggles is outweighed by the coolness of getting to meet Tupac. While the user scenarios are still vague, experts believe they may include collaborating with others and exploring other environments, like Mars. The technology can even project objects into people's hands, meaning there will finally be a world where people are using Windows phones. Oh, come on, Ola.
You wrote that line.
Yeah, I did. This is a major step closer to the future of the Star Trek holodeck, the computers of Minority Report, and banging the chick from Weird Science. I predict this will revolutionize the way we work and use computers, but it won't really catch on until Apple makes one with a white case.
Thank you for watching Ahead of the Times, predicting the news since 2016. Please subscribe, share, and tune in next week to stay truly ahead of the times.